A lot of people talk about immunity. This happens to be a product that I think is very good. This is called AHCC. Let's see, activated hexose correlated compound. And it is a mushroom extract, and they have the various mushrooms here: cyclodextrin, candelia wax, mycelia extract, and so on. And this is a documented immune stimulant. If the bird flu came around or any other severe virus, whatever, I would be on this. A lot of people who have cancer. There we go. That's it. That's it. A lot of people who have cancer do this to kick up their immune status. But people who have cancer tend to end up doing so many things. This is vitamin D3. Let's try it again. See, this is an unusual form of vitamin D3. This is 5,000 units in one capsule. Now, I finally read somebody who sort of thinks like I do. What is the proper vitamin D level? Vitamin D is actually related to prevention of cancer of the colon. That's like the second or third most common cancer in the United States. Of course, an unprocessed whole foods diet, as opposed to those high animal protein diets, is also effective in preventing cancer of the colon. The unprocessed whole foods diet, for lack of a better word, that macrobiotic concept that I recommend. And it isn't really that I want you to be macrobiotic, it's that I want you to eat a predominantly unprocessed whole foods diet: grains, vegetables, beans, fruit, nuts, seeds. And no, you don't have to be making miso soup and cooking with sea vegetables, but you'll be better off if you do that. So, this vitamin D is 5,000 units per capsule, and that is probably close to the correct dosage for most people on a daily basis. This new information about taking 1,000 units a day and your standard multivitamin, which has 400 units in it, is going to turn out to be grossly inadequate. I'll bet you I have like 2% of my patients who come in with a proper level of blood vitamin D3 in it, and that proper level is between 50 and 80 in the labs around here. And it actually turns out in the study about the prevention of cancer of the colon, the higher you were, the closer to 80 you were, the more protected you were from developing cancer of the colon. Is it the same as if you take vitamin D3 by capsule, or if you're getting your 20 minutes of sunlight by traveling south, or during the summer when you're in your bathing suit and you're out in your backyard? Regardless, I want you to have a vitamin D level, 25-hydroxy vitamin D3, of about 50 to 80, and closer to 80 than 50. And generally, what I've been doing more and more recently is putting patients on 5,000 units of vitamin D3 per day for between 14 and 30 days, and then I reduce it to 4 or 5 days a week, so they're taking between 20 and 25,000 units per week. Here is natural appetite control, and I've told you about this. I haven't shown it to you before. This is from Life Extension Foundation, and it contains pinolenic acid, which is a GLP inhibitor. It slows the emptying of the stomach, and most people who are overweight have rather rapid emptying of the stomach. So this one slows it down and gives you more of a full feeling, and therefore you become what I call actively disinterested in eating, because you kind of have a little awareness. That is the beauty of the diabetic drug metformin. It also kind of knocks your appetite down by virtue of affecting your stomach and creating, to use the word queasiness is not right, but it creates a little something in your stomach, so you think, well, I don't think I'm really interested in eating. This one I think is effective. Here is from same Life Extension Foundation, natural blood pressure control. And this contains a fish extract, which Japanese and macrobiotic cooking contains, called bonito flakes. But this one also has pomegranate juice in it. And let's see if it has active casein hydrolysate. Well, that's part of milk. And I'm against dairy products just in general. But it has pomegranate in it, and it has grapeseed, yes, pycnogenol in it. And I think that if you wanted to try, I've not tried this on patients yet, I'm about to start using it. If you wanted to try something natural besides the diet that I recommend, which is a high potassium, high magnesium diet that lowers blood pressure naturally because it doesn't have the sodium of all the chicken and the meat and the cheese and the eggs and even the fish in it. This has a tiny little bit of that bonito flake stuff in it, I believe. And I would say that those two products, the natural appetite control and the natural blood pressure control. And for blood pressure and diabetes prevention, I firmly believe that magnesium is helpful. And yes, I'd rather see you get your magnesium from your unprocessed whole foods. Now, last time I showed this. This is amazing for arthritis relief. And I tell my patients, I feel like a doggone quack when I talk about this stuff, but it is amazing. It's called Soothanol. And it smells like oil of wintergreen, because that's in there. And it's got pepper in it, it's got DMSO in it, it's got calendula, limonene, a couple of other things in it. And the reason I feel like a quack is because I promote it like it's magic. And the fact of the matter is, it is doggone magic. And I don't know how it is so effective, but it is effective. I used my aerobic writer for the first time in a long time because I developed carpal tunnel using it. And aging has its adverse effects. So I hurt the tendons on the top of my foot. I just rubbed some of this on it, and I was better in 15 minutes. By the next day, I was fine. You might say, would have healed that way anyhow. No, not really. It's been very effective. Well, I was given the high sign, and I would like to say once again, it has been very enjoyable. If you have any questions, please call me at 549-3444. I am H. Robert Silverstein, MD, for the Preventive Medicine Center, and enjoy Little Feet's Spanish Moon, which is a very interesting story, which if you call me up, I can tell you about, but not over this because children may be watching. So have a great day. God bless you all, and hopefully spring is coming.